I think that he has something to do with the vampires.
Quarter.
You're thinking if you don't go, it'll probably just hunt you down like rabid snow beasts.
Danger sense.
I don't think a Bloody Mary will be enough for him.
You can definitely feel your anus beginning to unpucker to prepare to shit yourself. Maybe you're going to learn magic soon. Woo! The grossest magic system ever.
It's still early. I follow him.
No problem. You turn around. Have you made your driving roll yet for this session? Now is a good time. Oh, you have already? That's disappointing. I was going to have you repeatedly rear-end his car.
Yeah.
Sorry!
Coffee now?
Hey, boy.
Ready for coffee?
No problem. You guys are all end up at a table. There's one of the guys is still in, one of his guys still in the car. One is hanging out kind of near the back door. One is kind of hanging out near the front door. He's hanging, and this guy's in. He waits for you guys to be seated, and then he comes and sits down at your table, so that way you're feeling more trapped in there and shit.
Stand by the people at the doors and let those two go sit.
All right. No problem. You are now an intimidate off with the other guy who wants you to go sit down. So what is your intimidation?
It's, what is that fucking thing sitting at? It's a 60.
All right, roll 50 or less. You both got a 60 intimidate. He's like, You're thinking you should go sit down. Quickly.
Do these guys look like they're packing the heat?
Now you're going up against their concealed holdout skill. What is your spot hidden?
92.
Right. Roll less than 80.
Crit.
They all seem to be carrying a Glock 10 millimeters and with extra clips. Also, all of them have tasers, the kind that you can fire people. In addition, two of them have holdout pistols on their ankles, and one has some sort of one of those punch daggers that's hidden in his belt buckle. You're also guessing that guy over there looks like he weighs about 192 with gear. That guy over there, he could have some sort of Armenian about 4 generations back. You get irrelevant detail. It just shows like the full fucking printout as he like goes.
Got 5 credit cards in his wallet.
Yeah.
I go.
Also, the another thing is they seem to have like the really sneaky earpieces, not the ones with the big obvious coil.
Okay. The main guy had the guns.
No, the main guy, the black guy, he is completely unarmed. He is just happy to get to talk to you. He doesn't have he doesn't have an earpiece either. Just the other guys who look like they are just ready to fucking unleash violence at any provocation. At this point, Badger comes up, sits down, and is like,
Those men have been fed very well. I look at the guy
So
and ask him, what do you feed them?
He looks at you and he says, raw meat with gunpowder.
Do they serve that here?
Except for that one. He prefers blondes.
Good.
He does like one of those little half smiles. He says, you were at Club Hellmouth earlier today.
mm-hmm.
You were asking about Bergman.
Yes.
No.
No, he says. He reaches in, pulls out a small tape recorder, and sets it down, just looks at you.
I'm
Goes,
saying
Bergman came up.
ah. He puts the tape recorder back. Fair, he says. She has stolen some tech from a major government contractor. We want it back. My employers are willing to pay to get her alive and unharmed, though gagged. He puts a paper bag on the table, small paper bag. Slides it a little bit toward you. And we would be happy to pay you for this service, especially if you're discreet. No collateral damage is, of course, preferred.
And why are you unable to perform this service?
Let's
Why
just
do you need
say
us?
I would rather not have me or my people directly involved. We would be happy to take possession of her, to go and ask some questions and whatnot of her, to find out where this tech is. Give me empathy rolls, everybody. The paper bag is the size of one of those bags that moms put lunch in for smaller kids who don't eat like adults, who need the American full-size giant paper bag that's just hard putting with the things that you can put on your ears so it just hangs off of your face.
I understand. These are what we call showboys.
He looks at you oddly.
You
Dana,
need
you're
real men.
Fine, he says. Dana, you're thinking that he seems like he is a really intense dude. And I will message over to Glenn what he thinks.
They are not real fighters.
Well, I'm sure that you'll be able to do well.
Why? Why would you approach complete strangers with this sensitive mission?
He says, I wouldn't. And he smiles cryptically at you. We've had our eyes on you for quite some time, Glenn. He also lists off your last name, although Logan forgot it.
I look impressed. Who's we?
He just smiles. Your two options right now, as I see them, is either to accept it and take the bag, you'll need it, or perhaps you can find a different city to spend the night in safely.
No. We're on a different mission.
Your different mission has to wait or be canceled. This takes priority. And as I said, we are more than happy to pay you for your time.
I look in the bag and hopefully it's not a gag ball.
It's a gag ball. How did you know? Take a fucking card. It is a straight out of the S&M catalog gag ball. Well done.
How much are we talking here?
That was $100,000.
Play immediately. Bad mojo. All players drop to 2 MP.
I pass out.
No, drop to 2 MP, not drop to MP. You are
Drop to 2 MP.
your
Does that
number
bring
is
you
now
up?
2. For
Did
you,
I go up?
Yeah, apparently. You feel vitalized at this mission by your magic points increasing by 1. You feel ready to go out and tackle the challenges of a brand new day.
You have us at a disadvantage. What is your name, sir? Who are your interests?
He says, you can call me Saul. He passes you a business card it says Saul, and then it has a phone number. That's
Nice.
it. When you have her, we'll arrange a pickup. We'll trade her. For
I
the
look
cash.
into the bag.
It's a ball gag.
This woman, I hear she has a captivating voice.
He gives you a really, really wall-like stare. And our
Glenn.
technology, we want it back.
Glenn?
Her captivating voice will be defeated by the contents of the bag.
I look in the bag. Glenn, is this what he's trying to pay you with?
100,000 ball gags.
Wow. There are some places that would be perfect payment.
100,000 of them.
I don't judge what your stress needs are, Glenn. I just question your values of objects. This doesn't seem like a good barter.
Yeah. What else can you tell us about her?
Nothing
We
wrong.
assume you have no surveillance on her. You know exactly when we're coming into town. You can't tell us where she's been staying.
Could you only afford to watch this Glenn guy, and perhaps you should have put your money into watching her?
She should be arriving in just a couple more hours from wherever she is currently.
I am worried about your system you have in place, sir.
Perhaps you'll be able to acquire her either before or after the concert. Either way is fine. If you choose not to take this, simply leave town and go about your business. I would hate to see any harm come to you. That's
What
a
about-
good, well-timed scream. Yeah!
What about the vampire?
He raises
There'll
an
probably be
eyebrow.
more.
Give me empathy rolls when he says the word vampires.
Success.
Fumble.
Oh,
Badger.
Oh, Badger.
He knows you're secretly a vampire. You don't know that you are, but he thinks you are secretly a vampire, and he's okay with that. Maybe he likes it. Maybe he's a little curious. Maybe he wants to get with you for stress relief, vampiric style.
I do not like this place. The people here are strange and bizarre.
The other two made theirs. There was a brief flicker through his eyes when you said vampire, but you're not sure what it means. What does it mean? What does it all mean? He says, well, if she is, then the contents of the bag will also keep her from biting anyone, wouldn't they? I believe we have an understanding. You have your terms. You have your ultimatum. Cross us in this, and
Can I see his teeth?
it's really hard because he keeps his mouth closed unless he's talking to me. You give me a spot at half to go.
Crit.
Great. You're thinking that they all look completely normal, and you're going to bet that he went to some sort of teeth whitening thing, you know, really professional
dice not
dentistry.
Shit, I think my money broke.
Just hit refresh. Don't log out, just hit the refresh, and then they'll come back. Sometimes it takes a while, though.
There we go. Okay. All right.
He begins sliding out the booth. And
I
even
don't
if
move.
you choose not to do the mission and choose to leave town, you can keep the contents of that bag. He goes.
Thanks.
The other guys are kind of like doing the discreet covering everybody as they're moving out. And even before he gets the door to open it, his car's there and it's ready to go. And the door opens in the back and they all go and get into the car. And then it just kind of glides away.
I want to
There.
try to remember his license plate and write it down on his card.
Ooh. Give me a spot hidden roll at full as you're like.
Critical.
Yeah, you jotted down. Couple interesting things about it. First, it's not a government plate. It looks like just a normal plate, although it does have the chauffeur, or not chauffeur. It has like the limo type plates for Illinois because they have special limo plates due to mafia tie-ins that definitely did not happen at any time. And how dare you insinuate that all Chicagoans are mafiosi? I only lived there for a decade. So that kind of thing.
Just gonna store that away for giving us.
Was he
warning.
threatening us?
Yes.
Strong arming, I think, would be a better.
A guy at a different table, he leans over and goes, "Yeah, he was threatening the shit out of you, buddy."
Damn
He
it.
goes back to his drinks. He's like, I like waffles. You like waffles?" He's cutting into his waffles.
I sit down at the booth with him real quick.
He switches boots on you. He's like, "Here, go ahead and have a taste." He offers you some waffles.
That's what I'm here for.
He's making a new friend. They're sharing waffles now. So much
the
sugar.
waffles are good.
Yes, yes. He goes, "Miss, we need another plate of waffles over here, and another one for me, too. What's your name?"
I am Badger. What is yours?
"Bobby."
Bobby.
Yeah.
It's wonderful, I say to Glenn, on how open and friendly he is and trusting due to his circumstances.
The Bobby.
The Bobby.
With the waffles.
He nods. You guys are sitting there eating waffles, and he's telling you about bacon bits and shit, which are very exciting, apparently. They haven't got them here, but if you can find Bako bits, you want to get them, he says.
Bako bits.
Yeah, not bacon bits, Bako bits.
Thank you very much. I take the plate, I climb over the fucking thing, and slide down right in between Bear and Gazelle.
Give me a climb roll not to accidentally dump your syrupy waffles on one or both of them, which would be hilarious. Although sad for you. No, okay. Like a fucking monkey. All right, he's back in the booth. He's got his plate.
You should try the waffles.
Don't
The
forget,
Bob was nice enough to
Bake-O bits, not bacon, Bake-O bits.
Bake-O bits.
Yes. They haven't
Bake-O
got them
bits.
here, he says. He's now having a conversation. You guys have just gotten threatened by some fucking scary people, and he's like, Bake-O bits, Bake-O bits.
Bake-O bits.
You guys got any ideas?
Bake-O bits.
For the woman.
Ah. Right. So apparently, if I am judging by the conversation right, and chime in, Bob, we are to ball gag her to keep her from biting people.
Is that what's in the bag?
I think so.
Hi, he says to
Hi,
you
Jim.
two. I'm Bobby.
Oh, Bobby.
This is the Bob.
Does he look like the Bobby from another encounter that we had with a bunch of cultists?
A bit.
Is he like a cousin? Like, did they name
Yeah,
the whole generation
definitely
Bobby?
related. Definitely related.
That Bobby was a sleaze.
This guy is definitely not a slee stack. Definitely human. He goes, "Huh? What kind of ball gag is it?"
Are there different
Sarah,
kinds?
please sit down in your own booth. I'll switch to theirs. Okay, and now Bobby is at your booth. His food is being brought over by the waitress. It's like, huh?
I like the idea that he's just like over the top of the booth right there.
I moved some stuff around so it's easier for him to get his plate in.
Thanks, buddy.
Bobby, do you have any knowledge of the nightlife around here? I'll give it a try.
Oh no. I'm a janitor.
No. Are you familiar with the Other Side Club?
The other side of what? The club? He looks over at the opposite wall. No, I usually sit here. I mean, close by.
I am sorry to tell you this, Bobby,
Okay.
but you should really change professions soon. In the future, your job will no longer exist.
Janitors no longer exist?
Yes.
Damn.
Sorry to tell you this.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, you're probably
Eventually,
right.
people literally just leave shit and trash everywhere and no one will pick it up.
Maybe I could work for them. I mean, do all the people just leave stuff everywhere?
Everyone. The people who are alive still.
Oh, I could work for a lot of
Well,
people then. Well, yeah,
It was
dead
good
people.
talking to you, Bobby. And I stand up and
It would appear I have to leave now.
Aw, he says,
bye, Bobby.
don't forget your ball gag, miss.
Oh, thank you. I pick up the bag.
Other people are looking over when he said that, like, did I hear that right?
Thanks.
You see some lady clutching her pearls. We didn't take ball
I've had
gags
her
to
on the head.
restaurants when
You'll be
I
okay,
was a
ma'am.
girl.
You'll be okay. Don't worry.
Okay, he says.
It'll be okay. Is there anything different on her plate that I have not seen?
Yes, several things.
Oh, God.
He's reassuring someone and eating all her food. He's
Goodbye, people.
a couple of them wave at you like,
All right, let's exit this fine establishment.
Do you guys need a janitor? You hear Bobby saying as you're leaving.
Not yet.
You guys managed to escape a small cafe a couple blocks away from the club.
Ding, ding. Bobby, do you have a card?
I
It says Bobby
got a pack
Janitor.
of them. You want my cards?
I need a way to get a hold of you if your services are needed.
Oh, he gives you his phone number.
The Bobby. Thank you.
Thank you.
Janitor.
That ball gag looked a little bit big for her though.
Let's go out to the van.
Got to. You guys all arrive at the van. Fortunately, Bobby doesn't follow you out, still eating his waffles on a plate, which would be funny as shit, but no, he's stuck in the restaurant because they won't let him take the plate outside.
Let's get in the van.
I get back in my seat.
You do have seatbelts and shit. He doesn't appear to need them.
Let's park in a place where we can keep an eye to the stage door of the club while we talk.
No problem. It's one of those kind of creepy alleys and shit. It goes all the way through though, so you can drive in one side and out the other, and there's a stage door. Now the problem that you got is it's narrow enough that you're going to be pretty obvious that there's a white panel van in the alley. Anybody pretty much going into the alley looking both ways will see a big fucking white panel van with some people acting really suspiciously in it. But other than that, it's super easy to keep an eye on this place. Although you guys are now, if you had like aerial drone with a camera on it and you park like a block away and just have the drone hovering and shit, nobody would probably notice you unless they heard.
What all positions does a band have?
I like where this is going.
Yeah.
Shows Bobby trying to play bass. Bark, bark, bark.
I don't know. Trumpet, saxophone,
Probably
What
an
all-
organist.
trombone.
I am not seeing your confidence in these answers. Have neither
Triangle.
of you been in a band?
Funny.
I'm giving her a card for triangle. That's the best answer I've heard so far.
Well,
All
Davy Jones' tambourine. That's also a classic.
Nice.
How are we gonna kidnap somebody semi-famous with no collateral damage.
Yeah. So, I wish that Saul had more information on that. He seemed not super helpful compared to what his resources are.
Shows a small Chinese man sitting in the van back behind Tim with the fucking headphones on.
There's probably a little micro bug in this card.
Quite possibly.
So a whole bunch of knockout gas. As soon as they come out and try to go into the backstage, we just douse all of them.
By the way,
Grabber.
you've only got like an hour to figure out, go places, prepare. And as you know, most things in Chicago take 45 minutes to get to. We don't know why. I think it's a space-time distortion thing.
Dana, do you remember the ice cream truck quest?
Where we tried to get a bunch of guards out, and so we had an ice cream truck come and be like, "Hey, come over here," and it distracted everyone.
Well, that was the idea, but eventually we had a keg delivered that was spiked with ketamine.
You know, we do that so many times. And I think that there were also there might be women coming later. Like, we just kept piling it on. This is the best ice cream truck ever. Delivers kegs and women.
This is quickly leading toward 2 days in a row where we drug people.
A whole lot of drugging and shit.
Are we going to be drugging kids again today?
Don't think so.
I don't know who's in her band. You tell me.
It's true.
Is better than, or is it better than an honorable fight of shooting them down? I mean, the choices aren't great. All right, because I have to say it because I'm a bleeding heart over here. We don't know that she's evil, and we don't know that she's not going to be diced up as soon as we hand her over to Saul.
Fuck, is Saul a cannibal?
I don't know. Her tech might just be herself. Might just be we want to dissect her and figure out how she can hypnotize people and use it. Just saying she might not be evil.
Vampire.
Sounds like Saul's with the lab coats.
Very.
It shows a close-up of the guy in the lab coat on the discarded package of the headphones, but he looks more sinister in this light. Like,
that's how I view all of them.
probably wise.
Should we call Tara and ask if she knows about Saul?
Knows what? It keeps dropping out.
If Tara knows about Saul.
Yeah, this is her place.
Yeah, let's do that. I call up.
All right, you reach the phone, and hello.
Hello, Tara. This is Dana, and we're in Chicago. We've made contact by this guy named Saul, who seems to have a lot of goons and money.
Wow.
Do you know anything about him?
She says, Does he have Neil?
No.
Ooh, I don't care about him then. Where's Neil?
Neil is probably under the spell of a Tanya Bergman.
Spell? Magic barely works here. That's what you guys said. And I heard a lot of weird farting noises from the other room.
That's magic.
Yeah. Jesus. I'm a vegetarian.
So you've not heard anybody coming in and out?
Named Saul? What's Saul's last name? Where does he work for?
He probably works for Lab Coats.
I
the name
don't
of a
know that
company.
firm. Is that the name of a firm in Chicago? Lab Coats?
Nope. Because nobody through your apartment has talked about assault that approached him.
They've talked about assault, but not assault.
All right. Excellent. Thank you very much. Have a
Okay.
good day.
All right.
Click.
No.
No, it seemed like a no.
Nope.
And probably the next time somebody asks her, she's like, no, nobody's asked me about that at all. Righto.
Oh, does everyone here do the reset?
What?
The reset?
What's that?
Don't know what that
Where
is.
in the morning everything is back where it was.
Nope.
No, that's just Burlington.
You're probably thinking a particular place, and that is not here.
Okay. So we cannot repeatedly drug children until we find the right amount to knock these people out.
They would have to be different children. They would have to be different groups of children.
I see.
Wow.
That was a good thought. Good thought. We don't know
What is the
what.
building layout that the band goes to?
Yeah.
Really simple layout. Building, alley, front street. Back entrance, front entrance. Unknown.
Yeah. I'm trying to narrow down things that Badger wouldn't fucking know anything about.
It's hard, I know.
It's probably a bar and a big area for spectators and a stage and a backstage area, maybe a dressing room.
Dressing. What happens in the dressing?
It shows a lot of
That's where
cutscenes of
they-
people serving Thanksgiving dinner to each other. I got this out of a bird's butt. It was dead already.
It's where they get ready to go on stage and complain that things aren't set up right and do their drugs.
Perhaps it would be best to subdue them there.
That's what I was thinking. I think get a keg, spike it, have it delivered to the dressing room, then
And just be in there. It would be
Bust
better
in
to already
there
be in
after
there.
How much time do we have to order
get
this
ninja
keg?
in there while they're on stage.
How much time do we have to order keg, have keg delivered, spike keg with chemicals we also need to order? Unless you carry chemicals on you.
I don't have chemicals.
Cthulhu Tim is not accepting friend requests on Discord. He has to ask you to be his friend because he doesn't like people.
Did it say how long their concert would be?
No. Do you have any rock concert lore rolls or anything like that?
Probably play for at least an hour.
Also, if we're gonna do after the concert, there's going to be a car. We'll know, we can watch and see what vehicle they come in on, and then maybe we're already the drivers for when they go to leave. That'd be less prep to try to get right. Really hoping that when she's subdued, everybody else is not like hive-minded to her or something. It's just like must protect her, and not specifically. Yeah.
That's why we want the kit.
We can do all of the plans. That's usually what we do. Let's drug them. Let's hide in the dressing room and the car. Have a net ready for Neil. Do all of it.
Yeah, you're thinking you won't have time to go rob a drugstore, much less get a keg of ketamine-laced beer here in time.
Yeah.
It is interesting seeing how you two operate in comparison to some of the others I have been with. There are odd similarities, though, as we too recently drugged people.
So many kids, Jesus.
It is a good thing that the heart attacks are not permanent there.
Yikes.
Wow.
Yeah. No, it's worse than whatever you're thinking. Be right back. Oh, I can mute myself. Oh.
So much worse.
Yeah, so yeah, we definitely don't like to do the guns a-blazing approaches, especially since Saul is telling us not to.
Yeah.
Well, we are at least going to have a period of time where we talk with this woman prior to handing her over, because perhaps this Saul is an evil dastard.
That's what my sketch and pencil are for.
Okay, excellent.
Because we're gonna have to overpower her. She's gonna have goons. If I were her, I would not want to be left alone, not even in a dressing room. I like the car because there's only so many dudes that can get in there at the same time. Unlike the dressing room, like that's more than how do you get her out.
Well, if we're not going to drug people, it might be easier to just let her do the concert and then try to follow after and see where she goes.
Well,
We do have a van.
Yes.
we'll maybe we could at least nab Brody Neal, because he's really was our primary. As far as like.
Oh yes. Fuck that lady. We need Neil.
Yeah.
As far as
You are good.
our hierarchy of challenges, freeing Neil is tough, and then her, it's like either get her, great, and then just we have to decide what to do with her. Don't get her, or hide from Saul.
Yeah. Yeah. I think even if we get her, we probably don't want to hand her over. So we could grab Neil and say we tried, but she got away. So.
Yeah.
Getting Neil, I think.
The gazelle is very wise.
That's my noise to that compliment.
Finger snaps.
Yeah, Neil is maybe a roadie, so he should be fairly easy enough if we're not obvious to nab and put in the van. He's probably going to be very unhappy about it.
So he'd be busy setting up the show, taking down equipment afterwards. Shouldn't have much to do during the show, and she'll be busy. That might be the best time to nab Neil.
What does the Neil do while the show goes on?
He potentially, if she keeps changing out instruments, he tosses them to her.
I'm just
Still
trying
don't know
to
what type
imagine.
of. Here's that triangle. Are you ready for the triangle solo?
Roadies mostly carry heavy things.
What's the roof of this building?
About 2 stories tall. You can't really tell from your vantage point in the van.
Secondary question. Is there a dumpster in this alley?
Oh yeah, you might be able to scurry up on the roof.
Okay.
Or hide
Hey,
in the
does this van
dumpster.
have a sliding door or is it back doors?
Back doors.
Shame. We should have ordered the Kidnapper Deluxe.
Yeah.
Do you want to climb into the dumpster to live, or do you want to climb up the dumpster onto the roof, or?
So I was having both of those thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
This place looks like it has a security system.
Give me a security system, Laura. Oh, and take a card, Scott. We're asking about that. I thought players were
I don't know.
cool.
While you were gone, I do believe Sheila is deserving of a card.
Take a card then.
Oh.
She went, wait, we're here for Neil.
There's that. You guys are presented with many choices. Unfortunately, Neil is worth 3 tiny gold coins, and she is worth $100,000, which is better.
But we care about Neil as a person.
Oh,
Care.
okay.
Like the Bears.
That sounds perfectly feasible, I guess.
All right. Did somebody want a cram course to discard? Maybe you have something to discard and you want a cram course instead.
Ooh, hell yes.
Add 10%.
Add 10%, or you have to give up a hero point.
Yeah, I'd take that.
Oop, never mind then.
Glenn, did you want it?
Yeah.
I did not hear it.
Yes, please.
Thank you. Thank you for enunciating.
He just doesn't want to change his settings. He's worried he'll break it.
Everybody else seems to hear it fine.
Do you like that? Everybody else seems to. No, that was it.
Maybe she has wife hearing where she automatically blots out part of everything you say as part of a natural defense, you know?
Everything that goes into the will or not register. Can't hear it.
I am Batman.
What? Didn't hear that.
You said I'm Batman.
I am Batman.
We're all Batman. Except for
I am Batman.
None of us are the Batman that we needed, but we're all what we've got.
Badger Man.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking
now I'm
great with
thinking
a
of
big B.
costume. Is there a tail?
I can see that going places.
Help, Badger Man. Back off.
So I'm thinking that having the white van here in the alley isn't great. Maybe I'll be up on the roof scouting, and I can hear something. Anybody see any security systems I didn't.
I also did not.
Just like spotlights and shit. Glenn's heard about security.
Oh, the camera. You mean the camera. I look for the camera.
Mm-hmm.
Take a cram course and catch.
In what? See,
No,
that
they're
got
not.
Catch.
catch.
Play catch.
You said ketamine.
Cram that ketamine. That sounds.
Right. Nobody has any idea about the camera. So, you
Hey,
guys...
John, you seeing these three people been walking up and down the alley looking at the fucking cameras nonstop? What's going on with them?
I think they're all drug addicts, Frank.
Drug addicts.
Fucking hate druggies coming around here.
I like the during the show try to nab Neil, and then after the show you're already the chauffeur for her.
Ooh, that's genius.
I could. All I
What
heard
if we
was
cause?
ooh.
What if we cause a
All I-
commotion and then part of our security detail wishes her way into the vehicle?
Yeah, that's the type of.
Just see what ride she comes in on during the show. Knock out the chauffeur, tie him up, take his place.
No, you
I'm
cut out
pretty
for
sure
me
you
too
just
that
said
time.
my idea. Yeah, I couldn't be sure, but I'm pretty sure you just said my idea. Yes.
Yeah,
You totally did.
that's why I said yes. It's genius.
Yeah, you couldn't hear that either.
Yeah, you did.
Genius.
Yes, it. No, I like hearing you from through the wall easier than I'm hearing you through the mic.
He just won't change his settings. We told him how, but he's like, nope. These settings have worked since the 1500s. I'm not changing it now.
Okay, push to talk is no longer enabled.
It's not that saying. It's the one where it's automatically picking up the voice thing and the computer's deciding it.
That's not even a thing if you're on push to talk, because it's only picking it up when I'm pressing down the button.
Maybe
Now
not.
it's on the automatic thing, so if you're not hearing me, then that might be a problem.
Did you catch any of that, Sheila?
If you're not hearing me, then.
Perfect.
What? I got the earphones.
The headphones are working.
Okay, are we gonna try to usher her into our own van or drive hers? I like the drive hers, but that's trickier. But less of a kerfuffle of trying to overpower however many people she's got with her.
Let's get tickets for the show, so we can get in or whatever.
Well, we need to decide now whether somebody's going to be in position to be a driver or not, and like where we
That's
park,
me.
all of it.
I'll be right back.
Okay, good. He put it on mute. That's why I couldn't hear that last part.
Moving this back. Jim Morrison is gone.
Gonna go get some fried chicken and whiskey.
Oh, God. Fantastic.
It's the Jim Morrison diet.
Yeah. Fuck.
Is he turning into Jim Morrison?
Not sure. Either that or D'Artagnan. I think it matters.
Is it because of the no haircuts thing, or is he just going for the growing his hair as long as possible thing?
I don't know.
Did you read some sort of weird romance novel and that's what dictates his current hairstyles?
I have nothing to do with none of it. Nothing to do with none of it. I'm like, looking good. Whatever wakes up in the morning is looking good.
Whatever random hero in a novel is, she's showing up. Fucking Mohawk this week. Interesting. Enjoying that cyberpunk book?
I don't need to be in charge of anybody's haircuts. Nope.
Yeah, it sounds like you have a few that you are mandatorily already in charge of.
That's just brushing. I was like, short, long, whatever, but can it, like, the bird, can we get the bird out of it? The sticks sticking out.
We just spent, like, the last 2.5, 3 weeks listening to my wife arguing with my son over cutting his hair. So he just let it go, and it was all fucking crazy, fucked up looking. And he was like, no, don't cut it.
No.
She's like, can you help me? And I was like, what? He wants to look like he's in the apocalypse. I think it's great. He's preparing for the inevitable.
Mm-hmm.
Where we need the long hair for the warmth for the winter. You have to start it now.
Yes, when the winter comes.
Yes.
Christ, what is that, a month for you guys and fucking winter starts setting back in Chicagoland area?
Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah, I'll add that to the list of things I definitely don't miss from Illinois.
Mm-hmm. The longer I'm away from Illinois, the happier I am being away from Illinois. I mean, the people were nice, and the food was okay. But other than that,
oh, go fuck yourself. The food was way better than okay. I missed the fuck out of the food there.
Well, they had the specialty dishes.
Granted, I'm probably alive because I moved away from the fucking food there. Oy, oy, oy.
Yeah, not super healthy, but by God, they had some variety. Of course, they won't in their couple years of the apocalypse, but other than that.
And I keep running into places out here where it's like authentic Chicago style. Ugh.
And it's not. No.
It is really hard to have a crust as a biscuit turn out delicious. I mean, that is a tricky thing.
Or it's like
the Asian guy working at the authentic Chicago place who has just moved from Asia straight to here, never been to Illinois, starts up his authentic Chicago style restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a dream.
No, and I'm good with that. I fucking love dreams. This is where people are supposed to try to do that shit. I get that. Don't get me wrong.
But it's also gross.
I used to have a buddy when I was in the military, the Mike guy, who I think Tim has met in the past, but every weird quirk that he did, he would always say it's Chicago style. Like if he made a white Russian, he would take like some sugar in the palm of his hand, toss it in. And I was like, what's that for? He's like, Chicago style. Get to Illinois, none of it was true. It was all his fucking mental problems or some shit. I was like, huh, okay. Anyway, yeah, it's always a real joy. Oh, Sheila, you've got a lot of cards in your hand, by the way.
Oh.
It's always a real joy in life to watch the PCs attempt to plan for, simple snatch and grab or something like that, because the only felonious criminal in the group, as far as I'm aware, is probably Tim. He's only mildly criminal, though. I mean, you don't go around kidnapping too many people.
I spent a lot of time around criminals.
Right. That's why I put you as mildly criminal. Whereas a lot of the gamers are like, have you ever broken any major crimes? Have you ever committed a felony? And they're like, no. And I'm like, it's going to be a rough one for you. They're like, wait a minute, that's a bad thing. Yeah, I'm afraid so. It's not good, no. They're like, Because they're playing criminals. If they're all playing like strictly good guys, it'd be a different deal.
Did you want any re-rolls, Badger?
He would love some fucking rerolls.
Fucking food just showed up.
Bounce it on your head. Bounce it on your head. You'll be fine. Let the grease from the pizza soak into your brain.
You just caused my delivery lady to spit on me.
That's brilliant. See, you're all better now.
Good. Camera ready.
That's all staying in because I don't know where it is and people are talking. So yeah, it's not getting edited out. So yeah, welcome to the life of Tim.
Be gone, you witch!
She's not a witch. She's a wife.
That's what I thought she was going to say. I'm not a witch, I'm your wife. I was like, that's a missed opportunity there. Now, you have little girls whose hair you have to comb bird's nest out of. It's an easy solution, an easy fix. You buy them.
Hold on, wait. Why does Logan know easy solutions to combing nuts out of little girls' hair?
Hear me out. Hear me out. You first get them a couple of special music discs and then Sinead O'Connor posters. You just hang them up in their room, and nothing will compare to that.
One of them really did put
Batman.
now she's grown it out, but like really short because she just couldn't stand brushing her hair. Like,
Right.
We'll make it look cute enough, kind of, but
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, it was very, very short. And she loved it. She's like, done.
Why did she grow it back out?
She decided that she wanted more options for troll hair and stuff.
Yeah. See, only women want options with their hair and all that normally. Now men are getting into coloring their hair and having blue spikes or whatever, but I mean, the average
Fun. Enjoy it, fellas.
Well, yeah, the average guy would be like, I'll put a little mousse and make it a slightly bumpier shape, and that's their deal. Women are like, I have to go and spend $100 to get my hair slightly different so that the man, if he doesn't notice, he is a horrible person. But if he does, I can act like, oh, you noticed, but just not radically different. Not like, hello. Do you notice anything different? No? Shit. So, yeah.
I like that it's emotionally driven mohawk.
It's all emotionally driven stuff. Logan can't figure out any of this. Yes, but the hair is always a very emotional thing. Unhappy hair, excited hair, overly excited hair.
So
that'd make it a lot easier to roll empathy.
Yes. We were just talking about your hair. Anyway. Okay, you guys are sitting in the car, waiting until the minutes drain down. There was some talk about maybe going on the roof, maybe not. Couldn't be, feeling sexy. I don't know. Might kidnap somebody later. That kind of thing.
We're not gonna sniper, so.
You're thinking that only snipers ever go up onto the roof. This is your opinion of what roofs are for.
I'm asking, what would we use the roof for?
For reconnaissance, so we know what car was hers and how many people are there and stuff. Maybe not do anything yet, but we can't just be sitting in the van back here.
We can
ideally
watch them roll in without being
when
the
they come
creepers
in
the alley.
Yes, that was the thought.
That might not be a bad thing. Plus, you'd be in a good position to act as a sniper.
I've got this old West pistol.
Hog leg.
Woohoo!
That's pretty. It's a pretty good idea if we want to just watch them roll in.
We're
Park the
planning
van
on
out
not
on the
moving
street
them, so.
and climb up there.
Okay, secondary, because I'm Wile E. Coyote. Of that, we paint a fake. We park the van, but the doors open. We make it look like backstage door. And we cover up the real backstage door. They come to us.
Suckers!